Which carry-on is better, Beis or Monos? If you kind of like both and you can't decide, this video will help you. Let's start with the obvious, size. Beis is obviously bigger. It's not only taller, but it's also wider. But bigger is not always better, especially if you're traveling internationally. Almost no international airline would accept a carry-on of this size. Well, you might see them on planes. Sometimes airline staff doesn't pay a lot of attention, sometimes they're just feeling generous, but you are always at risk to be stopped boarding and get it checked. Monos carry-on just looks smaller in general. I've never been asked to check it outside of a couple of times when I was just almost the last one to board and there was no space, but I've never been asked to check it because of the size. I literally keep the list of carry-on sizes that are allowed on all of the major airlines: American, Delta, British Airways, Allegiant, Volaris, Hawaiian, Spirit, Iberia, United. All of them have the requirement of 22 inches max, so Beis is automatically out. We've got TSA lock here, TSA lock here, handle, handle, very similar structure. Beis does have this additional attachment for your bag. I personally never used it, so can't speak to that, but I've seen a lot of other people who are reviewing Beis carry-on showing how you can put the bag on it. I just put my bag on top of the carry-on and that's it. In terms of weight, Monos is a little bit lighter, it's 7 pounds versus Beis is 8.3, which is quite a big deal if you're packing for a long trip because it's additional £1.5 that you can pack here. Next up, handles. Pretty smooth. Both are pretty sturdy. I think that Beis is a little bit sturdier because it's thicker, and what I really like about Beis carry-on is that it has this soft cushion here and it makes it super comfortable to carry around. Both of these carry-ons are not new. I traveled with both of them separately multiple times. The wheel test will be for a used carry-on. Takes a little bit of an effort, but pretty smooth. Doesn't take as much effort and it's smooth. Something that I hear people talk a lot about is how Monos carry-on gets dirty easier because it is glossy, and it's true, but it's also easier to clean because the texture is smooth, and on Beis, look, the texture is smooth, so you can easily clean it with the magic eraser or something like that. But on Beis, it's a textured material, so markings like this are pretty much impossible to get rid of. So you can scrub as much as you want with your magic eraser, but it's not going to magically erase everything. While for Monos, you can easily do that, it just takes some time and some effort. Beis did just recently come out with a smaller carry-on. I don't have it, but I've seen some reviews. The dimensions on the smaller one would be 21 by 13 by 9. And while we really like the 21 and 9, because these dimensions will make it accepted by most airlines, we really don't like the 13. That's an inch that they didn't need to take out, because I personally haven't seen any airline requiring the carry-on to be smaller than 14 inches. So I don't know why they did it. There is a smaller version, but the smaller version of Beis would be smaller than Monos one. Let's look inside. I love zippers on Monos. Got 2 compartments here, pretty standard. This compartment is the mesh, pocket here, pretty spacious. Second compartment with the compression straps. Same thing here, the zipper is a little bit more rough. Here, oh my gosh, you see it doesn't want to stand on 2 wheels as well as Monos one. Here's the comparison of this side. What I really like about Beis, it doesn't want to stand on 2 wheels because it's heavier. What I really like on the Beis one is how they structured this compartment with 2 pockets, and this pocket is waterproof, which is really cool if you're traveling somewhere where you're going to be swimming and you're swimming last minute and you need to pack your wet swimsuit. Awesome. And I like that it's 2 different compartments. While for Monos, don't fall. While for Monos, there is only 1 compartment with mesh pocket. Here is the comparison inside. Very standard. Fun fact, I never noticed before that they have the opening on different sides. Now the compression side definitely feels more sturdy and luxurious on the side, just because the straps are thicker and it will compress better, because here the straps are very thin. And another thing, that on Beis straps are sewed in, but on Monos they are attached by the screw, so they are more flexible. We have two zippers here for some additional storage, and a small pocket here where I usually put my AirTag. Beis, same thing, have a zipper pocket here and another zipper pocket on this side. Very small pocket on this side. In terms of space, I feel like it's similar. There's one big difference. One feature that I like about Beis suitcase that Monos doesn't have, unfortunately, is that you can expand the size. Helps you to add quite a lot of space. Look how much bigger it is now comparing to Monos, but it automatically turns it into a checked luggage, no matter what airline you are flying. If you pack so much more that you need to expand it, it's not gonna fly with you on the overhead compartment. Here you have it. This is the comparison between Beis carry-on and Monos carry-on. Let me know if I forgot to mention any of the features that you want the comparison of in the comments. I'm not gonna tell you which carry-on you should buy, but what do you think?